For 216 years, our elections, though bitterly contested, have featured the philosophies and characters of candidates who were clearly qualified. That is not the case this year. One is glaringly not qualified.
Documentary filmmaker Ken Burns speaking out against Donald Trump at Stanford. That was earlier this summer. We talked to Burns for an upcoming episode of Binge, asking why he felt the need to speak out so forcefully this time around. Take a listen.
I wasn't speaking as the person who makes films. I'm speaking as a citizen who knows about history, who has always tried to be nonpartisan in everything. But in this case, I felt it was time. There was a circumstance where I felt the person running for president was so unqualified, and I am not alone. Almost everyone in the historical position knows that to be the case, and have written about it and talked about it and have tried to warn a populace sort of distracted and infatuated with the media circus.
Were you hoping to avoid giving that speech?
Very much so. Very much so. It was very, very hard to contemplate, but there was something in my conscience that was nagging at me, and I felt like I had to speak out as a citizen. Never in the history of the Republic, for 216 years of real contested elections, the election of 1800 is the first one between Jefferson and Adams and others that was really vitriolic, that never have we had somebody so manifestly unqualified to do the job.
So there's no historical antecedent in this country? In
the history, there are antecedents other places which you don't really want to contemplate. And this is not an opinion of somebody who comes from the left wing. This is the opinion of very, very conservative, almost the entire Republican intellectual intelligentsia is repudiated this person. And just say...
You barely even say his name.
I don't say his name. And it was important for me not to do that, to just speak to what I felt was a historical moment and my obligation as a citizen, not as a filmmaker, not as an amateur historian, but as a citizen to say, I don't think this is right. Can we stop? That we have seen in other histories campaigns built on fear and fear-mongering, and that you don't need that here.
And for people who respect your work, enjoy your work, who support him?
Yeah, I say it's not going to change my day job. This is my opinion. You've got your opinion. That's what Americans are about. And I think, unfortunately, we've gotten to a place where we are at daggers drawn all the time. That our relationship to who we are with have to do with our politics rather than our community.
Interestingly, our intention was not to have a political discussion with Burns. He has a new documentary coming out on PBS about World War II. But part of the discussion is about what you do when you have worked your whole career to have a sense of quote-unquote neutrality and then decide to go against that. What price do you pay?
And for those who might not be familiar, there's this World War II documentary. He's done the Civil War. He's done the Roosevelts, Lewis and Clark, Thomas Jefferson. He is steeped in history and the American tradition. I wonder if people are able to separate that out in this partisan environment and see what he's saying about what it means to be American.
You wonder if they'll be able to. I mean, people could watch that and say, yes, he is neutral in his work product, but Hollywood generally leans left. So there could be some bias seeping in just in the company that he keeps.
And certainly the Stanford audience, you could argue, was left. So trying to maintain some balance for those people who support Trump in that conversation. But Ken has obviously made up his mind.
Hey CNBC fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Here you're going to find videos packed with all of the information that you need to be smarter about your finances. You can subscribe by clicking right here and click on all the videos around me or the I right here to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.